The topless women of Times Square, also known as the Desnudas, are back now that the warm weather is upon us. Mayor Bill de Blasio and Governor Cuomo have made it clear that they do not want these naked women in Times Square, saying it's a throwback to seedier times.
You've got the mayor of New York City after you, you've got the governor of New York.
Exactly.
You're getting a lot of attention from very powerful people.
Yes.
Just the way you like it, right?
Perfect.
I chased this to Times Square to see what they were doing about it. And basically, Mayor de Blasio is fighting this battle with a bucket of paint. What the city is doing is they're drawing white rectangles across different stretches of concrete and painting the middle green. And that's the space where the topless women of Times Square and the costume characters are supposed to stay put. Later this month, if they're not in that box, they could be fined. And if they're fined several different times, they could end up in jail. So I spoke to
quarantining the nudies.
So stupid.
Right, basically, yeah,
that'll
basically,
work. No, that'll work.
Exactly, quarantining the nudies. I love that. So I spoke to a Desnuda about the situation.
Somebody with a valid opinion who disagrees with what I do, challenge them to come talk to me about it.
She said that everything went south last summer because of Desnudas who don't even speak English. She said they're not even Americans.
A lot of the trouble that started last summer was because of some other girls, and I've made a lot of enemies for saying this. It's girls being too aggressive, essentially. Girls not only being too aggressive, but also kind of treating the work as more sexual or being sexy, where I'm really representing a message of gender equality.
I spoke to a colleague of the Desnuda who asked him, are you her pimp? And he said, no, I'm not her pimp.
But I also want to make sure that these little boys and the older men who do walk back and forth do see that it's okay to see a woman who is topless outside and not feel the need to either attack her or bash her verbally or emotionally, and just touch her or feel like they can just because she's standing out here the way she is.
To know that you can look at it, but you don't have to touch it.
Do these women fill out W-9s?
That's a very good question. I mean,
how many are illegal?
They're not salaried. It's all tips and it's all donations, so you don't have to tip them. I also took pictures with the Desnuda. She gave me a couple of pointers on how to pose like them.
I think the city dug itself into this hole, allowing panhandling, allowing toplessness in public. What did you think was going to happen? You know, it's just a natural progression.
I'm so
People
glad
are going to.
you said that, because you're right. And de Blasio can paint all the white lines and make all the green boxes he wants. He's a disaster as mayor, and he's going to be gone soon. Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Ah.